G'day viewers, welcome to this week's PB's Retro Restorations. This week it's a special video to celebrate Andrew over at Maple Leaf Matchbox Makeovers' achievement of hitting 1,000 subscribers. So congratulations Andrew, well done. Now Andrew set the theme here. It's a Porsche, any kind of Porsche you want, make it look human and give it away at the end. Now I know I said at the start I'm doing a Matchbox and this is a Zilmax. And it started off as a Zilmax, but it seemed to be a little bit cursed, this build. I thought it was going to turn a sow's ear into a silk purse, and it started off okay. Well, it didn't start off okay. I snapped the base off it at the very start, and then the decals weren't quite setting properly, and then when I went to try and put it back together, the base wouldn't fit properly, and then when trying to do that, the wheels came off it, and I cracked it, and I thought, no, Andrews deserves better. I'll just start from scratch. I'll have another go. So, bear with me a minute. G'day viewers, welcome again to PB's Retro Restorations. So here's my next Porsche I got. I forgot I had this in a drawer after I started the Zilmax. I'll be honest, I would have started with this one if I'd remembered I'd had it. But it wasn't too late. Here it is. It's infinitely better quality casting. It's much more accurate in its shape. It's slightly larger than the Zilmax, and with that metal base as opposed to the plastic base and its positive locking tabs with the taillights and all that stuff, I think it's going to be a much easier makeover. So we've already wasted enough time, let's get cracking. Now on a positive note, I was able to reuse all the decals I'd made for the Zilmax. I had to resize them a little, make them ever so slightly larger, but that made them easier to fit, it made them work better, and etc, etc. So I didn't have to redo those, that was good. Now only one rivet to drill out here, and the rear taillights where the base locates onto the body at the rear, which is pretty clever, and also I'm going to make them easier to detail, just be able to paint them and not have to worry about hitting the sides, which is good. Now for the wheel swap, I got this Car Culture Hot Wheels Volkswagen, I don't know what it is, Volkswagen something. And the wheels are exactly the right width, which was lucky, and they look like they'll do the part. It was $5 at Toy World. You couldn't buy a set of wheels off the internet for that, I don't think, but anyway, just got to get them in there. So this is the part where I drill the hole to tap the thread, put a little bit of tape so I wouldn't go through it, and bang, like an idiot I went through it. I started thinking this was cursed, but it's me who's cursed with the stupids. So anyway, I soldiered on, hopefully won't notice it, and the decals might go over the hole, I thought, anyway. After the test fit, I'm giving the base a good clean. One of the taillight surrounds looked like it had something on it. I suspect it was dried up boogers from the 70s, but hair yes, boogers no, so I just dremeled it clean. Hopefully it's gone away. Now I normally get my decal paper from Dr. Decal and Mr. Hyde, but this time I got some white sheets because I'd run out off the internet, off eBay. They came quickly and everything, but I don't think they're suited to model making. They curl up when you put decal solvent on them, and even with clear coat on them they're still not perfect. You'll see some imperfections in the decals on this car in the close-ups, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. Now I'm using a touch of Tamiya panel line as a black wash for the wheels, just to make them, you know, have a bit more shape, make them pop out a little bit more. Bit of a base with Molotow chrome for the taillights, and I'll also put a touch on the exhaust tips. I'll give them a black wash in a minute too. Here's all our parts ready to go back together, except I hadn't put the red on the taillights yet, which I'm doing here. Okay, we are all back together. Now this is one of those times where I'm looking at thinking, oh, what else can I do? And I thought I'll put some panel line in the panel lines, just to bring them out a little bit. And I thought, you're going to ruin it here like you did the police car and have to start again. But it actually worked out for me this time, so that's good. Really is brilliant stuff, this panel line paint. I know it's just thinned out paint, but works really good. So here we are back at the start with our Matchbox Porsche 910. I'm glad I had it in the drawer because I didn't have to restart with the decals and all that stuff, and I would have been in deep trouble. I don't think I would have made your deadline otherwise, Andrew. But once again, congratulations on hitting 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure you're already well on the way to the next 1,000. So well done. So this is what we started with, and this is what we're left with now. Looking outstanding with that custom fuel filler hole in the front. That's what we're going to call it, okay? Otherwise, I'm quite pleased with it. I think it came out really good, despite my incompetence. So I hope, despite its shortcomings, it's still been worthy of your celebration, Andrew. Thank you very much for the invitation. Now, in my last bit of correspondence with Andrew, he tells me there's 37 other builders in this project. Now I'll post a link at the end of my video so you can go and see Andrew's video, and I'm sure he'll have a summary of everyone's builds. You can check them all out. You can check out Andrew's other videos and all the other builders. You know, you always get a fresh perspective and a different take on some building ideas by checking other people's stuff. Now as for the giveaway, I've decided I was going to give this to one of my nephews or nieces. But being that I've got 500 nephews and nieces, I'm going to have to make them fight to the death for it. And the runner-up can have the busted one I didn't finish. No, seriously, I've given it to my nephew. He loves it. I can't film children on YouTube, so you have to take my word for it. So don't forget to check out Andrew's big celebration video. Maybe check out one of my other videos if you've dropped by via Andrew's. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Thank you very much for watching. Congratulations again, Andrew, and I will see you all next week. Bye.